folks, I'm going to tell you 5 quick facts about black bull markets. Now, did you know, number 1, they're New Zealand FMA regulated? Number 2, did you know they have a copy trading service where you can either be a signal provider or copy signals? And number 3, did you know they've got over 26,000 tradable assets, including Forex, crypto, stocks, indices, and even more? And number 4, did you know they offer 500 to 1 leverage? And number 5, if you open up an account today and trade 1 lot a month, they're going to give you TradingView Pro for free. Check them out, Black Bull Markets.
Alrighty. 70 pips today. That's all right. So hopefully. Okay. Got my eye on gold as well. Looking to see if we can do a if we can pull back. If we can pull back a little bit. Oh yeah. I'm looking to target 81 for a long. I'm in a long already on where's my pen gone? From 66. I set a pen in order. Hey, Esmet. Yeah. So what I've seen happened on Euro Kiwi, actually, when I was just doing like a little bit of chart looking. What happened was we saw price gap down, and on my broker, this actually goes a lot further. It goes a lot further down to like 66. And what happens is once it gap down, came up, filled the gap, and then it did a retest, and then it pushed up. So once it gapped down, pushed up, I set a pen in order for 66 to take it up. So it was 100 pips, 100 pips already for a Monday morning. Got a runner going to 80, basically on my broker at 80 point, pretty much 80 flat actually, just to come back up to here. All right, so looking at German 40, this is what we're going to trade for London session. We've got 18 minutes before the open. Please, can you do a video on how to add time frame on building a robot on FX Dreamer? Oh, that's not for me. How often is the Asia high taken? Very often. Very, very, very often. Okay, so let's go to starting on higher time frame daily. We saw last week dominated by flows into safe havens. So, and then price really pushed towards the end on the Friday. So Monday, are we going to see a little bit of a recovery before we continue seeing that sell-off? Or are we going to see some of these safe haven flows unwinding a little bit and price to actually still maybe do a bit of a deeper retracement? So daily's not really giving us too much information apart from telling us that, you know, we took out this wick low and now we're starting to see some little bit of a pullback. Looking at the 4 hour, well, I could look at the more time frames. I could look at the 12 hour, but 12 hours not really telling us much more apart from that, price is indeed looking like it's pulling back some. Looking at the 8 hour, same deal. Just a huge candle from New York, and then we're just making some bit of a pullback right now. So it makes sense to be looking for sells, but right now, do we want to wait for it to sort of drift higher and higher and higher before looking for those sells, or can we actually take advantage of scalping some longs into some sells? 6 hour, we've got a little bit of a doji left behind over here. This is for the Asian session. We don't really pay attention too much to the Asian session on here, apart from using it as liquidity. but candles printed in the Asian session aren't really all that reliable. So I'd more use the highs and lows of that Asian session. Going down to the 4 hour. 4 hour, same thing. We've got like a little support created, and now we're pushing up into this candle. How high into these wicks can we push up before we find that resistance? We'll see on the lower time frames. 3 hours where it starts to get interesting. That's when we've got like the first signs of liquidity candle. This one here, this one that wicked up higher than the previous one, closed nice and healthy and bearish. Is a doji in itself, but it is also a like a range candle. So if you take out that last little 3 hour candle for Friday, we've stayed contained within this candle. So at the moment, we can say this is a bit of a range, and we're just looking to see how high that can push up. Hey, what are you? How are you? If we go to the 2 hour, we don't see a whole lot of. We do see something. We've got this. I made a little booby there. That's meant to be the 2 hour. It's actually 1 hour and 2 hour doji high. Around the tops of this candle, this is your New York 50% as well. So that is something of interest. We've taken out the doji high. We've taken out the 50%, and we're hi Simon. How are you? What's going on the Zoom? Why is it killing you? We're at the moment we're trading above the London low from Friday. So we're looking to push up into this area a bit further. I did miss something. Hey Ivan, how are you? We've got the 2 hour doji high here as well, so we can add that to our points of interest. 2 hour doji high from London session. All right. I'm interested in this. The last, see how you got all these bearish candles, then the bullish candle, then the bearish candles. Okay. The audio's not working on your Zoom on the browser? Weird. Okay, we've got this body's going to contain some volume inside of here. So let's see if how much higher we can tap into it. It gets really interesting. We go to the lower time frames. Gonna move these things a little bit. First time here, hope you enjoy. Oh, nice. Yeah, hope you enjoy as well, Farrow. All right, so 1 hour. 1 hour, we've got more dojis. Okay, we've got this little doji. We've got this one here as well. I like the 45-minute chart when we get to here. Okay, so apart from Asian high, Asian low, we are pushing up into this zone where there was a nice clean buy because New York don't want to sell the low. So from after London, this is where New York opens. New York pushed down, came back up. This is the candle that contains New York Stock Exchange. Just did a huge buy up into this great area, better price points to sell from, and then we saw that sell down to continue the trend. Price was fairly active, so we had 130 pips moved in that New York session. Let's go to the 45-minute chart. 45-minute chart, we've got a lovely little doji high to be taken. Okay, and it's around a 1 hour as well. So at the moment, we're seeing that bullish pressure. We've got to wait for 12 more minutes for this second pre-London Frankfurt Open candle to close to see where the pressure is going, whether we're going to do a buy to sell. But we've got liquidity here that's been taken already. We've got liquidity here to be taken. Above here, we actually have clean traffic. We've got clean candles. So let's go to 30-minute. 30-minute, this is where this clean candle is going to be. All right. Not much more different to see apart from these two areas that I got pointed out. Okay, let's go 15-minute. 15-minute, this is getting more interesting. We've got a doji high up here to be taken as well. So it'd be lovely if we can look for sells from New York high and trade up to that, because that would give us that 70 pip push to the upside, and then we could look for some sells. 10-minute. Okay, this is if we're starting to see more resemblance of resistance over here. And that if we can get something that pushes up through here, lovely. All right, so now 5 minutes. 5 minutes, we're starting to see even more clarity where we've got these clean candles. We just need to know that there was sell orders that pushed price down, came back up, another sell orders. Then if we can take the high and then come back to some area to give that area again another tap, then if we can close above it, then we can see some really, really nice momentum. Okay. Looking where could we, so this is kind of where we're targeting to look for some sells. I'm initially looking for buys into some sells. If we're looking here, I don't see too much. I see a little bit. I see no wick and a couple little like dojis lows. So ideally we can see something take the high and then push down, and then I can see something maybe doing that. That would be pretty nice move. Okay. Other than that, this little imbalance has been taken already. Do I use FVG? Not really. Steve, new member, welcome. All right. So yeah, it's kind of it. Just got to now just wait for the London Open. Kind of targeting this range. So we might not actually get that pullback. I'd like to see this form before. I like to see this little like no wick. Price can push down, because that's definitely then a target for me. What's the green box again? It's just this little area. It's more clear on the 5 minute. These no wick candles. So there's like, when for Asian session, we're basically contained in a range. And then it was right here where some volume entered the market with like like Tokyo close, Eastern European markets opening up. We saw some buying momentum. That there was no selling pressure whatsoever right then. A bid was hit, price pushed up, no pullback. Second 5 minutes, price pushed up. Third candle in a row, 5 minutes, pushed up. Just no, like that was buying momentum. So there could be leftover buys around here that the price did pull back. I would say that Europe high or pre-London is not going to be the high of the day. I would say that we're probably going to manipulate that high before we do see some sell-offs. So it's just trying to like catch that move up, whether it's going to actually, let me draw a pathway. So if price could come down, okay, if price could do opportunity to take out this high, how high it goes, we'd have to see, depending on news. Target this clean candle over to here, and then maybe we can start seeing some sells take over. Now the question is, how low will this one go before we see this upward momentum? What time frame is this? At the moment, it's 5 minute. Oh, you guys can't see that, can you? Yeah, you can't see that. There we go. All right. It's going to be a little bit annoying having this thing in the center, but I do realize that the banner for one of the streams is covering the top. All right. If I go this one, we can see. So this is going to be the 30 minute. 15-minute. Man, it's really annoying, this watermark. $5-minute, 3-minute. Yeah, good idea, Jim. There we go. We'll compromise. Now, if it just pushes straight up, this pathway is dead in the water. If we are pushing straight up, we need to work out how I'm going to get into the trade if we're pushing up above 1463. I've got 4 minutes to work that out. Yeah. I don't really trust some of these other levels to go in too impulsive on this trade for these longs. So even if it doesn't give me a clean entry, I might consider taking a late entry, which would reduce my risk reward significantly, but it might just be a clean 20, 30 pips. What's my outlook on gold? Depends on what this news with this war coming out. We don't really have anything on the docket today, like economically. So we'll leave ourselves open for media headlines. Got nothing, literally nothing. Let's check out FX Street. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's I think that's old. Yeah, that was 2 days ago, 21st. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see what headlines come out when the media wake up. Okay, 3 minute. So nice little nice 5-minute candle. Lovely 5-minute candle, leaving an imbalance to the top. So it's definitely a target at some stage. So hopefully it can just come down so we can target the top, and hopefully it doesn't create a top wick straight away. Oh, my daughter's peed herself. Peed on her clothes again. So she's run out of clothes. Need to wash. Life of a baby. All right. Okay. 2 minutes to the open. So far, so good. Leaving no top wick. So that's the idea for that pathway. Of course, I don't think it's going to. I'd say the chances of it getting down that low and giving us a clean entry, pretty slim. I was kind of hoping that would get a little push with the momentum. But price has already moved. How far has it moved today already? It's moved about 60? No, more, 80. 80 from the low. Oh, no, 60. Can't count. Yeah, 60. All right. Let's see. 50 seconds. Yeah, nice if it just keeps on dropping. So first 30 minutes of the Frankfurt Open, was this candle. Came out, took that bottom, that no wick candle, and drove up. So we've got some volume here. We're reacting off this doji, and we've got like we're creating our own little small doji right now. So something, even if I actually like that. I like this zone. I like this zone for reactions. To go long, back up to that bad boy. Okay. Yeah. Beautiful. See if we can get an entry. Okay, so no impulsive entry. Oh, where's my box gone? I moved my green box. This is where I was. Damn, I moved my green box. Where was it? Okay. Waiting for price to slow down here. See hesitation, and then as it's sort of breaking its own high to go back up, then I'll look to enter. Partner's trying to distract me. All right, first couple of minutes to come to a close. Just looking for a rejection from this zone. Okay. If it can reject this little area, waiting for rejection from here. It's taking this liquidity, looking to target back up to here. So wait to see how this one closes. Okay, nice close. Waiting for it to slow down and then push up a little bit. And then the entry will probably be something like this. Probably something like that. Just I want to make sure that I'm trading on the up, not catching it as it's coming down. So look, what I'm really looking for is something that breaks candles wicks, the candle to the left, looking for it to break the low, but close back above the low. And that will be like this wick kind of rejecting. So this one, that's a good little close. Now I want to see a little bit of bullish momentum to push up. And then something to come back down, retest it, and then I'll jump in. So just being patient here. So far it's following, this is kind of if I can squeeze this in a little bit. So that's what I'm looking for. Okay, just a little bit of bullish momentum just to leave this area, show that this liquidity has been picked up. Okay, broken the high, very good. Now, if it can come back, I might have to do, I don't want to do a late entry, but if it can come back, then this will be the zone. Okay, taking this doji high. So now's a beautiful time for it to come back a little bit, pick us up, and go long. 5 minutes, come to a close. Nice little rejection. Come on. Doji's imbalance in your feed. Okay. All right. I entered on that one. Entered when that pulled back. Let's hope it's not a quick death. Yeah. Took it as the M1, flip bullish. This one just then. Oh, yeah. Little doji as well. So maybe we'll come back down, just take the low a little bit. Then hopefully this one can now flip again and then start rising back up to 14,850. Okay, not a bad close, but I don't like these 1 minutes. There we go. So come on, sucker. So here's the trade. See, I'm in it as well. Just got to work out how to manage it now. Up 12 pips. So I'm up 1-to-1, equal to risk. Don't want to let it become a losing trade like I did all last week. Thing is, if this 3 minute closes, then I could still do another retest of this low before going north. Reminds me, I need to put my stop loss and take profit in. I was distracted with the stream. Okay, so picking up liquidity from this 3 minute. So It's not. Still might be early. So I don't want to let this one. I'll definitely manage this. I don't want to let it become. Looks like the terminal's freezing again. Yeah, it looks like 8cap's frozen again. So it's moving on trading view, but my chart's still up here. Oh, there we go. It's back. Man, I can't really trade like this. Okay. Try a different server. Yeah, okay. Didn't want to let this one keep on running because I couldn't see what was going on. Price, my terminal was freezing many times inside of here. So I was watching trading view. The time I cut it, price was down here. I was looking at the terminal. Terminal was up here, and then it was frozen up here, saying that I was still in like a pip profit, and then it dropped down. So I've had to cut this one. So I'll give this one a second chance. Just got to wait for a bit more of a rejection from here. So I wanted to get out for. Didn't want to let this one become a loss at all, but I was behind the scenes. I was trying to change the server. So let's see. Still left no wick up here. Hopefully this doesn't continue on this 8cap broker. Yeah, I mean, still got to if it can hold here and then rise. I think I think it looks good. Just got to try survive this little bit of an open. Took out the euro low, yeah. Where are we at? 75. Okay. For dropping through here, I'm going to keep on watching. 1 second. So that first entry, pretty much a break even. So that wasn't no good. Never let trades, if you're up 1-to-1, like I don't need to tell you guys how to manage that, do I? More for like YouTube audience as well. If your trade's up 1-to-1, don't let it become a losing trade. There's a gap before Asia. Won't price go there first? Gap before Asia. Oh, down here? Don't know. Yeah, the order of events is like, do they want to take that? Do they want to push price there? They go up and then go down, or they want to go up and then come down? Or trying to figure out the order. Where we've got to watch price action. So it looks like I'm surprised it hasn't taken out the euro high yet though. Well, we did drop pretty heavy in this last 3-minute candle. Like just in that 1 3-minute candle, just before they got started, price dropped like 20 odd pips. Okay, from the 5, even the 5's got no top wick, so I'd say this is all sells to buy. Took out euro low now. From the H4 up there. 14,829. Indeed. Took out the 15-minute. Yeah, have my eye on that one. Over here. Good spot. Good spot. Okay, so can this go just down? Can we give this another go if we get rejections? So got to wait for a candle that breaks the low, closes above the low. So breaks the low to the candle to the left, but closes above it. Preferably bullish. $14,800. Yeah. Okay. Okay, good 3-minute close. Now, last week, wasn't getting very many entries because I wasn't retesting much. So I do wonder if we are just going to get price that comes down, push bullish, comes down, and then keeps pushing bullish, and we don't quite get the this break of the low. So I will consider getting in if price is not breaking the lows, but breaking the highs and starting to push up. I will consider getting in, taking like a bit of a breakout long. It wouldn't be like a HCS if it's not breaking the lows. If it breaks the lows, then it would be. But if it's not breaking lows, it wouldn't be. So let's see if it can retest off of here, just create like a little higher low. Or is it just going to keep on pushing down? So it's going to be really patient with this entry. Target's still going to be the top over here. So I quite like being able to trade that it's come down so low that we can trade back up to the top, which is quite reasonable target. And it's still like 40, 50 pips. Okay, so 5 minutes. Now coming to a bit of a close. Oh, just closed bullish. Only just. Okay. What I want is just to see a bit of bullish momentum. This 3 minute candle to close. Come back up a little bit. Come down. And this would be the buy zone. Okay, broke the high. Got this 5 minute doji to contend. We'll break the high of the 5 minute doji. Left no wick. Okay. So wouldn't mind a bit more of a bullish close. Maybe it can react off of here. Come down. And trigger an entry from this like 14.810. All right. This is if it can react and not, I don't want it to break the low. Otherwise there's no entry. Yeah, no entry. So there's no entry here. Got to wait for the setup again. Then you got the 30 minute. You got the 30 minute doji here as well. So there's the 30 minute doji. It looks like it's coming for that gap that Paulo said. Yeah. All right. Well, now can we look for the setup from here? Taking the Asian low. Quick little move. Far lower than I expected. But at least with price action, well, it's pretty nice. Some nice sells. Nice sells. But let's see. Looking for this reaction. Yeah, last week, daily low, weekly low. Definitely. Okay, so okay. So wait for see if this 3 minute can hold then. Three-minute little push away, come back, same sort of setup. Yeah, it has. Yeah, that was good. Just waiting for this guy to close. What about on gold? We're at 77, 76 and a half. Okay. Was anyone looking for the sells? Did anyone take those sells? It's just that 30 minute there. It was like, look how the hour closed. Hour's a bit annoying how it closed. It was all in that last 3 minutes. That price dropped back down. So I think we can still take out this as a doji high now. So now that we're underneath Asian low, we're into this gap from Friday. Now I think there's a good chance that I don't think this would be the high of the week. Let's put it that way. Okay, so 3 minute close, but not a very convincing one. The 5 minute closed underneath. Yeah, now we're in the last 3 minutes of the 30 minute candle. So hopefully, I think what we can see on the 30 minute, maybe we can see the next one wick down a little bit and then start pushing bullish. And then on the 1 hour, on the this 1 hour, because this is the same as the 30 minute candle right now, this will actually start flipping up. And it'll be nice if this can flip bullish, take out this hour high. So I like that idea. What did we learn as well from last week? The only day that first time in don't know how long, but I flipped my bias and then missed the perfect retracements. As soon as I flipped it, went from sells to buys and got burnt. So I'm not going to go from looking for those buys and then under here looking for sells. That's just dummy. I think that's a silly thing for me to do. So it's got to be wait patiently for this to set up properly, and then we'll execute on the trade. What was your confirmation? Oh, over here. Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it gives you a nice tight stop loss, but it's 1 minute is a pretty low time frame. I don't like how the 5 minute closing so close to the 30 minute time frame, we could easily just do a, and then yeah, gotta wait for a stronger confirmation, stronger time frame. Yeah, 3 or 5. Yep. We're broken that low now. Damn, this is getting a little bit too low now for me to think about these. It's going to have to be a nice, strong setup. Otherwise, I'll just let this one go. Sell volume still exceeds buys in the 2 minutes. Yeah, definitely. Got to wait for a better confirmation. There's been no confirmation apart from this one here. Apart from the move down and then up, which annoyingly was up over 1-to-1. Just pretty much 1-to-1. Just didn't get that continuation. Just a little bit more of a push. It would have been fantastic. Fantastic start. Nice, quick, easy one. And then ever since then, haven't really had any strong confirmations. But we're 30 minutes into the new week. So plenty of time. You took that sell from that doji, actually. That one. Mm-hmm. Should have told us. Nice one. Mm-hmm. Nice one. Nice start of the week for you. All right. That idea is dead in the water. This was the zone that I thought would be able to get down to on Friday, be able to continue pushing down. But given the new week, I thought we might set up a little bit better from the open. Not to be. It's like gold's pushing as well. So I'm still going to plan a counter now because I'm not going to switch my bias. But I don't really have anything. This is all clean traffic down to this H3 wick area. And then from here, I'll look for something. Is that the same level you got? 14,745.9. Oh, you go a little bit lower. This one. Yeah. Holy, what a move down. Damn it. Yeah, good advice. Okay, given the nice clean move we've had, so from Euro high down, let's do 100 pips now. I'm going to go for a counter long with confirmation, of course, though, still. So I still need the exact same setup to happen. I'll let you know when I enter. It's going to get close to coffee time for that reversal as well. It's risky, but do we trust the 1 minutes from here? Well, we've got time for this to set up. I'll go back to that time on this chart. Try to find that zone a bit more accurately. So currently over around this area. This is the 3-hour wick area that I'm looking at. Okay. So I've seen if this area can hold again. And we get like a little reaction from it. Even if it's just enough for 30 pips, that'll do. That'll do this late into this far into the move. So let's go 3-hour. So I'll move that for the low, 2 hour. One 1 hour. $45. So we've got a little, not ideal, but I've got this little liquidity candle. Probably trying to catch a falling knife here, so maybe it's best not to do anything. But I'll leave this little zone because this does look quite interesting. If it gives me a setup, I'll take it because there's a good chance. I'll just keep my risk low on this one. But that zone looks all right. Okay, got a little bit of support, a little bit of support, a little bit of resistance, resistance, little liquidity candle rejection. First time touching this zone again. If we can see that, then I'll look to execute on it. But be very careful because this is very, very bearish. Very bearish. So still no confirmations whatsoever to enter. I think if we are getting an entry, I think we can target this area if we are getting an entry. But we need to see something reject these lows, finally get a little bit of seller relief, get the little retest, and then push it back up. I'm going to take this chance while this is setting up to go grab a coffee. So I'll be back, okay? If we can just push up, come back, I'll take an entry. Something like here. First target, second target. Be something like that. Just want to push up, come back down. But I'll let you know when I enter. But this will be your first target. This has to close though. If this one can close, entry will be just underneath it or at the base of this candle. The 1 minute's already done the entry. that was a potential entry in the 1 minute. There, not a huge fan of that 1 minute. So this still got a minute for this one to close. It's got to go close bullish. Failing to close bullish, this idea is gone as well. If it's closing like this, there's no trade. Oh man. No trade in the 3 minute. 5 minutes still open. For this 5 minute can close bullish. But this one here is no trade for me. No anticipation trade anyway. Maybe confirmation. Because if it is rejecting this wick, then I need this one to have retested the wick area and then closed bullish. Then something wicking down, breaking the high. Then I could get involved. So, but it would mean my stop loss would be wider. It's not a bad thing. But it's just going to see if we can reject this wick. If it breaks a low, yeah, that trade's idea is done as well. For high up, man. The least waiting for your confirmations, you can stay safer in the market. And I've got to realized I didn't have as much time today as I thought I did. We've got to go to the midwife appointment. I underestimate how hard it is to get, like, how much time it takes now to get ready to go places. Like, if she's not having it, she's got to be settled down. Then you've got to have all her clothes ready and nappies and change caddy, and adds like an. Sorry. Yeah, we've got to. Yeah. Yeah, we had to register her birth on Friday. That was a nightmare. That was an absolute nightmare. It was poor, like it was heavy rain as well. So like the place that we were going to actually flooded, so couldn't really get out anywhere, and it was just so rainy. She was not having. She was upset as well. All right. Well, I've really got no zone here now. So even if I do get a setup, I don't really have anything I'm trading off of. So I'm kind of just it's just down, down, down. So kind of I'll watch price until 9. But apart from a little break even, I just didn't get these sells. I really didn't want to trade the weekly low. I didn't want to trade. I thought we would actually pull back a little bit more, but it hasn't. So It makes sense why it dropped, but it's dropping hard. Well, maybe we do get a chance from down here. Okay, maybe, just maybe, I'll just squeeze one in. It's just a one-way town. Milestones are not their birthdays. Things like they can tie their own shoelaces, buckle themselves into the car, brush their own teeth, wash themselves. Yeah, we tried to bath her last night. Jesus, she pooed in it as well. Pooed in her first bath. In the bathtub. They can? Then the poo? They can do worse things in the bathtub than pooing in it? Are you serious? No, I said poo. She pooed in it. Yeah. Yeah. She projectiled me the other day when I changed the nappy. What's the number 3? What's that? Vomit? Oh, poo explosion. Isn't that a 1.5? Yeah. Mm. Yeah, we're copping it at the moment. She literally won't sleep. So I don't think she likes being lying down. All right, come on. The last bit of the hour. Those bloody cells, man. The cells were lovely. Just wasn't looking for them. Mm-hmm. Oh, London just opened and just dropped. That's the annoying thing. London didn't do any sort of manipulation. I was looking for this. I was looking for it to either drop. It just dropped. This one here took the high, then dropped, took the low, then went up, and then this one like took the Asian low and then pushed up. So like you still have like it's got that little recovery here, pushed up then down, up then down then up. Okay, up then down then up then down, down then up then down. Up then down then up. This one down, but then had a decent recovery. Okay, like 100 pips back up. This one just opened and then just drop. So I find for German 40, if you're trading like the first like hour and a half, you can't plan around this kind of move. because this is not the usual move. This is obviously with the flight to safety, it's still, they were still looking to sell off, but that's still not the typical move. So it's difficult for me to plan around taking this because I'm going to be right 4 out of 5 days, usually the other way, and then maybe we'll get a day that is unexpected. And this is one of those days that you could have only had we're lucky to get out for basically break even. Being up, like where our entry was good, up 10, 12 pips. That's enough to make sure it's there's no loss there. But you couldn't have got, like, usually it doesn't matter your bias, you can profit buying or selling. You could have only made profit selling, and a good one selling. You couldn't have made anything buying for this first hour, unfortunately. You closed forward, did you? Looks like it's almost frozen here. Yeah, I'm gonna watch this first little bit just to see if I can jag a trade in this bit. Otherwise, I've got to watch the daughter while partner gets ready before we can head off. The 5 minute didn't actually close. Like, close as a little bit of a rejection wick. The other thing I don't like about selling this far down is that we've moved 130 pips now. So I don't like selling that. Like, after a 130 pip move, if I was going to sell, I should have been in it already. I think you're closer to a pullback right now than just straight continuation. But that depends on, like, obviously I say that with an asterisk, that it depends on your overall bias and your time frame that you're entering. Like, you can easily do a little scalp, correction. Okay, took this doji, 5 minute doji low. There's only, I've got to remind myself what this zone was that I drew so long ago since we've been down this level. It's a daily liquidity candle. That's what this wick is on the 4 hour. So that zone, it must be on the lower time frames that it got like clean candles inside of this wick, just underneath this open area. And then a couple of the wick rejections. So I hazard a guess that you will see a reaction from here. But we've got to wait for our setup. Well, I've got to wait for my setup. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you. Oh, awesome. Come on. Do something. These are equal lows. It's not lower yet. Yeah, a liquidity grab would be really good. Fast false move. Yeah, good spot on that. Good spot on, actually, really good spot. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'm going to run out of time for anything to set up. It's a good idea. Yeah, resistance, mate. Resistance training. Okay, come on. Do a quick little pullback. Give us a little entry. Something like this. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If it doesn't go too far, CL. If it just can pull back without tapping into this green zone. It's got 6 minutes to trigger me in. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to call it, unfortunately. Is that to me, Chris? Or are you on the phone? Sounds like a phone call. Okay. I'm gonna wait for it to sort of just gonna, I might enter before. If it can break its low and then flip, I'll enter on it. Come on. Break its own low. Yeah. 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 Just waiting to see what this one's going to do. If it's going to close like it is now, I don't want to enter on this. Break its low and then break the high, then I'll jump in. I'm going to have to go though. I've got to look after my daughter. The idea is there. I'm not even going to be able to time to manage it. So if it can flip here and then start breaking, then I'd say that's going to be a manipulation. Target like 14,785, I reckon. Or like that'd be a nice move. Actually, even if you target 14,768, that's a 50 pip move. That's well more than enough. I've got to go there. My partner needs to eat before we go to the appointment. So, just all down. So, oh well. And then that's how sometimes the day forms. So, trade safe, guys. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow for London session. Tag me in Discord if you need anything. I'll be back home like midday-ish. Okay. Otherwise, trade safe. Keep your risk low. Make sure you plan your trades. Trade plan.